I really want to make this documentary. I feel that we need a lot more than just like the fans' opinions on the players and the owners and giving them an outlet to vent. I really think we need a story behind this. We need something to drive this documentary.
I do believe this is a super cool, something amazing to take part in. Aside from being extremely creative, it just seems right.
Yeah.
You know, seeing as though I met you 4 days ago,
yeah,
and we're now sitting in my place discussing going across the country together.
Yeah.
The next 17 days seems to be totally crazy to most people, but it doesn't surprise me in the least. Every fan I'm going to get the gist of is going to say the same thing. We want hockey back. We want our game back.
Yeah.
That's all we care about.
Yeah.
And I don't think, you know, 2 hours or an hour of that is really interesting.
Oh no, I don't think that's interesting at all. I wouldn't watch that documentary, which is why we're having this conversation to try and figure out a reason or a purpose to make this documentary. You're out of work because the NHL isn't playing right now. There's a lot of other people that are out of work as well, that work in restaurants, bars, that work off tips, hot dog vendors, and so many other people that are affected by this. The economy of a city, the economy of a country like Canada that depends on hockey. Like, I want to get people involved with this on a high level to give us their feedback on what the issues are with not having hockey in Canada.
I think we need to focus on is hockey.
Yeah.
Our love of the game. You know, go back to the '72 Summit Series when, you know, guys were playing with broken legs, broken arms, and they were playing for nothing. Why, when we won the gold medal, did people lose their mind and storm down Yonge Street?
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's what hockey is to Canada. And in that sense, why does NHL possess such a strong feeling towards it? Because you know what, it started out as just hockey.
Get in touch with not important people, but try and get some names on there that people are interested in hearing from. Like, could you imagine if we got like Wayne Gretzky to talk to us, or Doug Gilmour, or any of the big stars to come and talk to us on the way? People are going to want to know, and I'm not going to ask them, what do you feel about the players, or what would you say to the players, and what would you say to the owners? I want to be able to have addresses to go to, people to talk to in every place that we stop. It's not like we're just going to show up in a city and not have any type of game plan.
Driving at night probably would be the most logical thing because we can't talk to anybody. We could just take turns sleeping in random places, you know, and just recording what we see. Even recording us, because I think in some ways, you know, I just met Barry 4 days ago, and I have no idea where this was going or how this was going to happen, or I'm in the midst of moving. I don't even know what the heck I'm going to do, and I'm getting ready to go to South America, and now I'm picking up to go to Vancouver and Halifax, so it's kind of changed, and I think that's something that's exciting about it, and I think that's a wonderful aspect of life. We want to do something that we're very proud of, that we're happy to put our name to, and that, you know, people across Canada and even the hockey world will embrace and enjoy. And
I know that the cinematic feel from what I've seen of your work, it's going to be film festival worthy, and I think we should do it. It is 17 days out of our life, but at the end of the day, it's only 17 days out of our life.
First of all, I think this is obviously extremely time sensitive. I think it's now or never, and a lot of my decisions have been made by my intuition and my gut, and there has been nothing in my gut or in my intuition that has said no about this.
Yeah.
And I know that if I don't do it, the feeling in my gut will be a lot stronger. Me, I guess, would be growing up in Alberta in the 80s, watching the Oilers play, you know, and getting to meet the Oilers for my first time and getting autographs with them, and I'm like 9 years old, and I'm just thinking these guys are the greatest people on earth, and now that I get to interact with them in my business and my life, it's kind of a little bit surreal.
I think this is something that I'd like to definitely move forward with now, just so it's not strictly just about fans' opinions and stuff like that, making it more of a cinematic thing, something that people are going to be interested in many different levels, not just a hockey sports level.
What are we asking for? You go.
Well, what we're asking for here is a little bit of help to get us across the country. we're jumping in a rental car.
We don't have a car.
We don't have a car.
We don't have gas.
We don't have gas.
We don't have a gas car.
We don't have any food. We don't have any
lodging.
shelter. So
we just have a will and a way. I was like, well, I've got a buddy in Kenora, and it's kind of in between. So I was like, ooh, maybe we can stay there.
Yeah.
It's a little late in the season to camp.
Yeah, well, I've got a buddy in Winnipeg as well, and I've got my girlfriend's family are from Vancouver. So
I've got Calgary. I don't have anyone in Edmonton. So Edmonton's the only one that I don't have anyone that I can stay for free.
Right. So I don't really have any specific ties to have to stay in the city right now, and I know that you're lacking a little bit of work because there's no NHL. So
well, yes and no. I don't want to say that I don't want to say that I'm hurting because of it. I want to be sure. Like, I'm just like, you know.
It's not that you're hurting. You're not making as much money as you did if the NHL was on.
I think that's a safe bet.
Right.
It's a safe
okay.
bet.
So we're gonna start an Indiegogo campaign today and probably put this up on there. We're looking for 10 grand to get us back and forth across the coast, including production. So it's.
And we hope to have it done by the end of the month.
Yeah.
Right? By end of December. Or sorry, end of November.
End of November. We plan to have this out, and I'm willing to take the time to cut it all together while you're dancing around South America somewhere.
I mean, it'd be great to think that we actually have a hand in bringing back the NHL, but you know, let's be real.
Yeah, that would be awesome if we could take claim for that, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think, like you said, this is a documentary driven by passion. I think we should do it.
All right, brother.
All right.
All right. So yeah, that's our take on what we want to do. What's it called?
It's called Hockey Fans Unite. It's our game.
Okay.
So let's edit this and put it up.
All right.